Hello, I'm Angelo Caruso. I'm here with John Salyers. I've known John for well over a decade. He's a polio pioneer for us in Rotary. And John spends a lot of time going back and forth to Washington, D.C. That's true, yeah?
Right, yeah. A couple times a year.
Not many people know the behind-the-scenes efforts for what goes on politically and what goes on in positioning Rotary for success. Can you talk a little bit about this and also how you got into it?
Well, we have Rotary. We have a great staff, polio staff in the foundation, Rotary Foundation. Carol Pendix is the director of that. Chris Sau is our government affairs person, and she works that. And the polio task force that I'm on, our main role is to keep the government informed about where we are in the polio effort, and to go thank them for their work with us. They've given us over $2 billion that the Congress of the United States has.
$2 billion?
$2 billion. That's a lot of money. And just this past week, the Senate Subcommittee on Labor and Health and Human Services passed out of the committee $174 million this year for the Centers for Disease Control. We have been this year talking to the Congress about that. We go to Washington, we meet with their staff, or we meet with them, and we go meet with committee staff, especially on the Appropriations Committee, the subcommittees on Labor, HHS, and subcommittee on Foreign Operations that handles USAID, which is an aid program for developing countries. And we had an ask this year of $174 million for the Centers for Disease Control and $59 million for USAID. So it's in the process now going through the Congress, and we're hoping that we get that. That's a $5 million increase over what we asked for last year. We're very grateful to them. They gave us a $10 million increase, and that's something that's unheard of in Washington right now, is getting increases. But I found out by going to Washington and talking with all these people, you can't find anybody against eradicating polio. And it's a good thing for them. It's a good idea for them. They can look toward the polio effort and they can see progress and success. I mean, we've gone from 350,000 cases to 16.
Amazing.
And 125 countries to 2.
We were talking last night at a reception that there's two things happening simultaneously now. One is that a lot of people are piling on here because they want to say that they were part of the success story, but there's also a fear that some people would pull away now that we're so close to wrapping this up and keep us in the game longer than we need to be. Part of that's just education.
Right.
And
part of that is
education,
and that's what we do. We have to. You know, when you go up and you say, we got great news, we only got 16 cases, then you talk to them, staff members or congressmen or senators, and they're going, well, if we got 16 cases, it's going to be over soon, we'll be done funding it. But we have to explain that effort after the last case goes on for 3 years. Yes. We will continue to immunize and beyond the 3 years. Yes. I asked Dr. Kachi, who is with the Centers for Disease Control, their immunization program in Washington in February, how long would we immunize after the last case, and he couldn't give me an answer.
Wow. Because
there's a lot of wrap-up stuff has to be done around the world, and but we will continue to immunize all across the world in many countries.
The truth is, we don't have a lot of experience kicking disease off the planet. This is only the second time in history that a disease has been eradicated. The first being smallpox.
Yeah. Well, but I want to say this about our Congress. Congress has been wonderful to us. They have. Every time we've asked, they've been there, and we just appreciate that.
And I'm sure that you should know Rotary appreciates you. Most Rotarians know about people passing the hat and district governors endlessly asking for money for polio and the Purple Pinky campaigns. But we need all of these pieces to work, and the government piece is huge, and we really appreciate all you do to represent Rotary and DC.
But it's good. Our government sets an example for the rest of the world. And we do that in a lot of things, but this is very important. When they see our government stepping up to the plate, we have governments all over the world stepping in and chipping in. So it's a partnership, private-public partnership that's working really well.
I love it. You gave me some nice literature. This is the Rotary.org website, ladies and gentlemen. The program is called End Polio Now. This is John Salyers. He's a hero in Rotary. You're a hero of mine, sir. It's nice to be with you again.
Thank you.
See you again soon.
All right.
Thank you.